Hello everyone and welcome back. Holi is coming and I wanted to make something special because festive foods just add to the entire festive charm. Excitement is one part, but the regular activities of the day remain constant, so I started by making a super quick breakfast. I had multiple veggies in the fridge, so I was tempted to make something filled with loads of veggies and decided to make corn capsicum uttapams. Uttapam usually comes with classic veggies, but I wanted something different. Instead of following the usual way of making it, I first chopped a variety of different veggies, specially colored bell peppers and corns. By the way, are you all excited for Holi? Well, I definitely am. It's not that it's my favorite festival, but I generally enjoy the festive atmosphere. Or maybe because it gives a good reason to break the monotony, especially with all the festive preparations. For festive treats, dahi vada and gujia are our holy staples. I was never into festive cooking earlier because honestly, there is a lot of sweet and frying involved. But as the kids are growing up, I want to introduce these staples so that they can enjoy these delights the same way I did as a kid. What are your holy staples? Do share them in the comment section below. After cleaning and chopping the veggies, I'll finally chop everything in a chopper. Finely chopped veggies taste great in uttapam. So here I have taken colorful bell peppers, carrots, spring onions, lots of corn, garlic pods and green chilies. I find those string pulling choppers to be more convenient than these as these one require more pressure to work with. But my string chopper is a bit too small for this quantity. That said, choppers are a great time saving tool in the kitchen and they come at such a low cost. If there is one item you should definitely go for your kitchen, then it's a chopper. I have linked a few options in the description box below in case you are interested. Once all the veggies are chopped, I'll transfer them into a big bowl and add the idli batter. I made a fresh batch of idli batter and kept it in the fridge this morning. Idli batter on busy days is such a lifesaver. This is one item that's so versatile, which is why it's always available in my fridge. As I mentioned, I wanted to make these uttapams differently, so I mixed all the veggies into the batter. Now for the spices, I'll add hing, salt, cumin powder and black pepper powder and mix it well. I'll add a bit more batter to adjust the consistency. For protein, I'll add paneer and give everything one last mix. Now I'll heat a regular roti tawa and smear some ghee on it. On top of that, I'll sprinkle mixed seeds including black and white sesame seeds and flax seeds. Then I'll pour the batter and spread it evenly. the chila slash utpam on both sides until it turns golden brown. This is my go-to breakfast when I need to finish off leftover veggies or sneak some veggies into the kids' meals. They don't even realize what veggies are inside and enjoy it a lot.
So when no one is listening, I confess I let you in on everything, even the fact that I'm obsessed with you.
Crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. My loaded corn capsicum utpam is ready. With multiple veggies, especially corn, they taste different from the usual utpams and are very delicious.
I confess I let you in on everything, even the fact that I'm obsessed I wanted to escape for a while. Thought that a couple
Call it festive prep or an excuse, but I wanted to lay low and do some self care. I don't even remember the last time I did a proper facial cleansing.
had to turn around. Suddenly you're standing.
But as big as it sounds in our head, it really only takes 10 minutes.
You're still my
I had some cooked rice in the fridge, so I decided to use it to make a rice pack for my face and hair. I'll grind together rice, aloe vera gel, and some curd in a mixer. Now, after washing my face, I'll apply this paste all over my face. This pack works as a 3-in-1 remedy. When it's slightly dry, you can use it as a gentle scrub. Rice works as a good toning agent, and aloe vera and curd moisturize the skin well. Next, I'll add a few drops of lemon juice and coconut oil into the paste and use it as a hair pack. And that's the only effort I made for this little TLC.
But I never thought I'd see your face. I really wanted to escape, but it was just too late. Someone said your name, had to turn around. Suddenly you're there standing in the crowd. Everything comes back in the blink of an eye. It's like you're mine.
While it's sitting nicely on my head and face, I'll quickly make the bed. See, little TLC never gets in the way of our work at home. In fact, giving our skin a little care leads to good results in the long run.
Feels like yesterday somehow.
The pack has dried, so I'll wash it off and leave the hair pack on. My skin surely feels cleaner and softer. Next, I'll apply a little moisturizer to lock in all the goodness. Before I head into the kitchen, I'll quickly clean the dining area, which gets the most untidy.
Skip the small talk, 'cause you know me better than I know myself. Oh my, it's been a while now since I saw you, but it feels like yesterday.
Since I wanted to make dahi vade, I soaked some urad dal last night, and for lunch today, I soaked some moat to make dal moat. Dahi vade is no rocket science. All it needs is a well-grounded batter. So I thought of grinding the batter in advance to save some time later. For dahi vade, we grind the urad dal with very little water to form a thick paste. Once the batter is ground thick, the real trick is to beat it for some time to aerate the batter. This requires some serious elbow grease. But just by beating, the vade will turn out super soft from inside and crispy from outside. You can test it by dropping some batter in water. If it floats on top, the batter is well aerated and ready to fry. To add taste to the batter, I'll add some salt, hing and black pepper and mix well. The batter prep is done. Now I'll quickly prep the lunch gravy by grinding some onion and garlic in a mixer and setting everything aside. After taking a shower, my hair feels soft. But it's not a one-day deal. Consistency is key. It helps improve the quality and texture of your hair. So try to take some time out daily for a little TLC. Today Dhaire has gone to school and Ruthvi has went for a play date. So I decided to make an early lunch before starting the festive cooking and begin with a quick version of mot dal. In the cooker, I'll heat some oil and add a red whole chili, bay leaf, cumin seeds, ajwain, hing and some kasuri methi. Saute everything well and then add the prepared onion and garlic paste. While the paste is sauteing, I'll add the chopped tomatoes along with haldi, red chili powder, coriander powder and salt, mixing everything well. Now I'll grate some ginger and hot water to prevent the spices from burning. Once everything is cooked, I'll add the soaked mot dal along with water and cook until 4 whistles on medium-high heat. But I guess that it will pass. Yeah, I can't be the only one who got lost inside the blue of those eyes. I've gotta let her go. I know it won't be. As I mentioned, I am on a spree of finishing some veggies from the fridge. So I decided to make a mixed soya sabzi. For that, I'll quickly chop some bell peppers, garlic, onions and tomatoes. This is literally a 10-minute sabzi. All it takes is soaking the soya chunks in water for about an hour in advance. For the sabzi, in the kadai, I'll heat some oil and saute cumin seeds and chopped garlic. Then I'll add tomatoes along with turmeric and salt, cooking the tomatoes until they get soft. Once done, I'll add all the remaining veggies with some chili powder and coriander powder and mix everything well. Lastly, I'll squeeze the excess water from the soaked soya chunks and add them into the sabzi. Mix well and the soya mix veg is ready. Next, I'll quickly make the raita, adding all the spices that go into the raita and keep it ready. Lastly, I'll add lemon juice and freshly chopped coriander to both the sabzi and the lunch is prepared. Since the important work is done, I can now move on to prepping for gujia and make the gujia masala. Honestly, it's my first time making gujia, but I know I won't learn until I make them myself. Also, I don't want to buy anything store bought because usually during festive times the adulteration increases. So, I'll start by collecting all the nuts. In just half teaspoon oil, I'll fry the nuts as it brings out some good flavor and aroma. Be sure to fry raisins separately or else they'll become too tight. I am trying to get everything done before Dhare comes back home, so doing everything in a rush. Next, in the same pan, I'll roast half cup of suji. Once the suji is half roasted, about 3 to 4 minutes, then I'll add the desiccated coconut and roast until everything turns slightly golden brown.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
I'll take this mix out and then lastly in the same kadai, I'll roast 200 grams of khoya. Everyone has different preference for gujia masala. We like the one with mawa and that too which is not too sticky.
Even if the sky is falling down.
Once the dry fruits have cooled down, I'll finally chop them as this prevents the gujia from bursting while frying.
I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
The khoya has slightly changed color, so I'll add the prepared dry fruits and suji coconut mix along with some cardamom powder. Now for sweetness, I'll add half sugar and half jaggery and then give everything one last mix.
Trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down,
Daddy also started.
but we get up and start from the ground.
And mommy's wide awake.
Dhare is back and it was time for lunch. So I quickly made the parathas. It was simple yet well balanced with moat dal, mixed soya sabzi, raita, dal paratha and some salad. Something the kids will eat without me putting any extra effort.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down. The sky is falling down.
After lunch, I wanted to take some rest before starting to cook again. While resting, I thought of editing some video. Now to make the gujia dough, I took around 2 cups of maida, added 1 teaspoon of ghee and mixed it well to create a good moin. Once the flour started coming together, I added water and started kneading the dough.
all that I go
And here I did a little mistake as I needed a relatively softer dough.
let it all go.
It was time to rest the dough, so in the meantime, I decided to fry the vadas.
Smoke in my eyes.
I took a small kadai and once the oil was well heated, I dropped small balls into the oil as I like my vadas small in size.
Back of my mind.
As the vadas fry, they take a round shape.
Early blue morning. When everything's cold.
Once they turned golden brown, I took them out and just like that, the vadas were done.
All covered in gold. There's nothing else that eases my soul. I let it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind.
Now it was time to make the gujia. When we were young, mom used to make hundreds of gujia on Holi. While I was making one after another, I realized that making so many gujia single-handedly is no joke.
Try to be
Rolling the gujia, placing them on the mold, adding the filling, and then closing them gently to ensure they come out in perfect shape is a job worth appreciating. So, if you are someone making gujia this time, I truly appreciate your effort. And if you are someone eating gujia this Holi, don't forget to appreciate the ones making them.
I can hear the wind.
The filling of my gujia turned out super delicious, but I didn't do that great on the crust. However, I was still happy to have made something at home and learned something new from my mistake to be able to improve next time.
Out the window. No smoke in my eyes.
I hope you are all equally excited for Holi. Let me know what all are you planning for it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay connected and I'll see you in my next vlog very soon.